Thank you all so much for being out here today. You don't have to be, you are, and I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for everything that United Help Ukraine and the other organizations are doing. Today, I want to talk about Boris Nemtsov. Boris was Russia's much-loved Putin political critic and anti-corruption crusader. He was gunned down, as many of you know, February 26, 2015, in the shadow of the Kremlin, on the eve of addressing a massive peaceful Moscow protest against Putin, just before releasing a major report on Putin's war in Ukraine. Boris warned us, but we didn't listen. Many of you did, but many didn't. And we didn't act in time. He said that Putin is war and crisis. Let me repeat that. He said Putin is war and crisis. He brought war and devastation to Chechnya, Georgia, Ukraine in 2014, Syria, and Ukraine in 2022 again. Putin does not promise Russians a radiant future. He offers only slogans like "Make Russia Great Again" and enemy images of the West and his internal critics to prop up his sagging, kleptocratic regime. Thievery is his only ideology. His countless trophies, after more than 2 decades ruling Russia, include a $1.4 billion palace and a $700 million yacht. And his cronies have similar trophies. Meanwhile, much of Russia continues to rely on outhouses instead of indoor plumbing and a crumbling medical system. Putin's inhumanity is on full display in Ukraine today. Daily, he massacres peaceful children, women and men, and destroys churches, schools, and hospitals in unprovoked war. Putin's war in Ukraine is failing because he only saw Ukraine's uniformed military. He did not see that Ukraine is a military of more than 40 million ready to defend their homeland and lay down their lives if necessary, which they already have been. Putin did not see Ukrainian musicians laying down their instruments and writers laying down their pens to quickly join the territorial defense units and pick up weapons to defend their homeland against an aggressor. Putin did not see women and children supporting them in kitchens and distributing much-needed supplies, and young men and women making Molotov cocktails to defend against Russian armed vehicles. Nor could he have ever imagined that the West would unite and act decisively to halt his aggression. Putin needs a trophy to halt his current war in Ukraine. He needs to show Russians on May 9th, Victory Day, a holiday marking the end of the Great Patriotic War, World War II, that he is a victor and controls Donbass, the easternmost region of Ukraine. This is unacceptable. It will give Putin a foothold in Ukraine for further aggression and war, as his recent 8-year hybrid war in Donbass has shown the world. We should never forget Putin is profoundly cynical, and he does not believe in the power of the human spirit to unite people to do good. Putin believes everyone can be bought. There are only 2 principles that guide Putin. Weakness invites aggression, and compromise is a sign of weakness. Putin must be defeated and driven from mainland Ukraine now. We cannot show weakness now. We cannot compromise with evil. Putin is war and crisis. Glory to Ukraine. Glory to its heroes. Thank you.